on, go. Another. Go quick, 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 quick. Okay, 3 words, 3 syllables. First word, hook. Hook,
Yes.
hook, hook, hook.
Okay.
Go, what else? Hook. Horns.
Yes.
Hook. Horns.
Yes.
Hook.
You so got it.
He's so at this. Come on.
Come on, man.
No, I don't. No.
Come on.
An insane deer.
Deer. That's not. Wow. There you go.
Paper. Taco meat.
Unbelievable.
What's that?
These athletes, some of the things they demand. Who do these guys think they are?
Lavender scented candles, organic fat-free tofu burgers, an autographed poster of Nancy Kerrigan.
Those aren't demands. Those are necessities. There's a difference.
What makes them different makes them great. Mike and Mike in the morning.
Saturday Night Football on ABC. All season long on ABC and ABC HD. College football lives here on ESPN. And to see it all, you need the ESPN Game Plan pay-per-view package. With key matchups and rivalries from major conferences, you'll get up to 12 extra games every Saturday. Order now and you'll be all set for a full season of great college football with ESPN Game Plan. ESPN Game Plan presented by Olivia. Just $129 for a limited time. To order, call your pay-per-view provider. Games also available on ESPN360.com.
What they're looking at. He reaches out and tries to break the plane with the football, loses it, and Cal recovers in the end zone. But I think they're looking to see if in fact his knee was down before the ball came loose. Here's the pile, there's the knee. And remember now, the rule is any part of your body other than your hand and foot that touches the ground, you're down. It could be a shin, could be your butt, could be anything. And you can see he's down.
Clearly down. Craig Stevens recovers the ball in the end zone. Not sure why this is taking so long, because he was down. The ball came out as he stretched across. And what a second half Nate Longshore's enjoying behind that offensive line, the pass protection. He's 12 of 14 for 147 and a touchdown. And that big pass play just completed to Deshaun Jackson.
Forsett still had the ball there. He's lucky. Boy, his ankle looked like he twisted a little bit underneath. Here's the call.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
Which is that the ball will be inside the 1, almost touching the goal line. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Nate Longshore, 6'5", 235 pounds. You might anticipate a sneak here.
Exactly right. You don't like to see a quarterback go backwards away from the goal line. Just let him bull ahead. Get behind that big offensive line and follow Alex Mack's butt.
Zach Smith's the fullback. Forsett's the tailback. 3 tight ends for Longshore. That's Zach Smith in motion. And Longshore tries to sneak for it left side. Why would he go wide when he's got 6 inches to go straight ahead?
And look at his center. Alex Mack is 1.5 yards deep in that end zone.
Patrick Chung made the tackle, but that's as unbelievable a quarterback sneak as I think I've ever seen.
Boy, he
lost yardage.
They got a great push off of that. All he had to do was follow him up.
That brings up 3rd down. And a full yard. Mora in motion. Forsett right side, easy touchdown, California.
Mack, Malele, De La Puente, they all just got a good push again off that line of scrimmage. Watch this push. Get out, engage. Now here comes Forsett just reading for any opening, and that was an easy touchdown after that.
Jordan Kay out of the hold of Brian Van Meter. Will look to tie it up. And he does. California, 59-yard drive in 8 plays, took 3:19 off the clock. Justin Forsett from 1 yard out ties the ball game. You're watching ESPN College Football on ABC.
Behind the headlines.
Hold it, hold it.
Beyond the highlights.
There may be an asterisk right next to Barry Bonds.
Beneath the surface.
Which of these guns would an athlete be drawn to?
Outside the Lines, hosted by Bob Lee. Sundays at 9:30 a.m. and weekdays at 3 on ESPN.
Things you love about basketball. Quickness. Quickness. Athleticism. Athleticism. Desire. Desire. You're a fan. You just don't know it yet. Watch MLS Primetime Thursday nights on ESPN2. Presented by Adidas.
Excuse me, Poppy. Hey, what's up? I know you're busy. Love to meet my family.
Sure.
Big Sox fans. My dad, Ed.
Hi, Ed. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Mom, Mary.
Hi, Mary. It's a pleasure.
And that's my little sis, Christine.
Christine.
Hi.
Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you guys.
Thanks. Thanks, Poppy.
Nice meeting you.
Let's go look at the studio.
You're watching ESPN College Football on ABC, presented by Best Buy. Tie score here in Eugene, 14:20 to go in the ball game. Justin Forsett with another touchdown for the Cal Bears ties this game up. Cal's had 3 second-half possessions, really hasn't been stopped. They've scored 2 touchdowns and missed a field goal by the narrowest of margins. Oregon, 3 possessions in the second half. They've punted twice and then got that 42-yard touchdown reception to Cameron Colvin last time out. Andrew Larson to kick it off for California. This ball will hit the ground and bounce. Stewart with Crenshaw with the ball. It falls on it at the 20-yard line. Finally falls on it at the 20.
Well, you mentioned Justin Forsett. What a game he's having. Forsett, 14 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. There's just no quit in him. And when he found it going tough early on, he just stayed after it. And all of a sudden, those holes started to open up. His cutback lanes became available to him. And once he gets to that second and third level, he's got that extra burst. Big ball game for Forsett. And with those 74 yards, it opened the passing game up for Longshore and Jackson, who has 9 catches. Forsett 55 of those in the second half with a touchdown.
So Oregon will start this drive at the 20-yard line. Jonathan Stewart in the backfield with Dennis Dixon. Dixon down the middle. Too far for his tight end, Ed Dixon. Could only get one hand on it.
Dixon's pass intended for Ed Dixon, incomplete.
How close was that?
Well, they had him locked on Moy, the linebacker, and Moy never looked back. He was beaten. He was just doing everything he could to even get close to Dixon. But this ball is just a hair overthrown. Looked like Dixon still had a chance at it, but they had the linebacker Moy beaten.
That's 2 long passes for Oregon back-to-back. One for a touchdown and that one incomplete. Jeremiah Johnson tries the right side. He gets strung out all the way to the sidelines and maybe picked up a yard. Sidquan Thompson finally got him out of bounds. Mike Bellotti wondering, along with this huge crowd here, what Chip Kelly, offensive coordinator, is going to call on this 3rd down and 8. Stewart in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the wide side of the field. Cal will rush 3. Dixon in trouble. Now he fires, and it's too high, incomplete. Jason Williams had the ball in his hands but couldn't come down with it. In traffic over the middle.
If you're a defender, the longer that quarterback has time back there, you know, and everybody starts rearranging and changing their routes, you're in a lot of trouble. Williams readjusts. Now he starts to skate. He sees that Dixon's in trouble, breaks his route, and comes back. The ball got through his hands, and then it was almost interception, but Cal got, or it's intercepted, but Cal got a break there.
Drop pass by Jason Williams. Dropped a couple today. Josh Cyree will punt it to that man, Deshaun Jackson. He sends this one skyward. Jackson coming way up, signals for a fair catch, and makes it at the California 49-yard line. 13:41 to go. California with great field position when we come back.
College football lives here on ESPN, and to see it all, you need the ESPN Game Plan pay-per-view package. With key matchups and rivalries from major conferences, you'll get up to 12 extra games every Saturday. Order now and you'll be all set for a full season of great college football with ESPN Game Plan. ESPN Game Plan presented by Olivia. Just $129 for a limited time. To order, call your pay-per-view provider. Games also available on ESPN360.com.
Things you love about football. Contact. Contact. Accuracy. Accuracy. Teamwork. Teamwork. You're a fan. You just don't know it yet. Watch MLS Primetime Thursday nights on ESPN2. Presented by Adidas.
This presentation of college football brought to you by Best Buy. For a complete home theater experience, get HD done right at Best Buy. Dr. Pepper, with 23 flavors in every Dr. Pepper. There's more to it. And Saturn, with 5 new models and 2 new hybrids. Saturn, rethink American.
New attendance record here at Autzen Stadium, 59,273. They're watching Justin Forsett break tackles and get into duck territory.
Justin Forsett over the left side. Number 3 to the
Now, Jeff Tedford took over the Cal program back in '02. He's quickly turned it into one of the best in the country. Take a look at the 5 years prior to Tedford when head coach was Tom Holmoe. Cal was 12-43, had 0 bowl appearances. And since then, well, it's all been gold for the Golden Bears.
Giving Cal its best 5-year stretch in more than a half decade. 10-3 last year. Far cry from that 1-10 season in 2001.
Here's Longshore to throw deep, and he throws it away. Both receivers on this side, Hawkins and Jackson, were running hook routes.
Look at Nate Longshore. He's smiling, thinking, what the heck was that? No, it wasn't a good play.
Throwing just a little bit off his back foot.
Take a look at this. Hadn't been on his toes all day. Feels the rush, falling away, just throws the ball up and knows he's throwing it away. but he hadn't been able to get on his toes, and he wants a timeout.
And in a tie ball game, a timeout can be very, very costly.
Having trouble getting the play in. Jeff Tedford is the guy who makes those calls now, the head coach.
12:58 to go in a tie ball game from Eugene, Oregon. You're watching ESPN College Football on ABC.
Huskers.
No.
Huskers with a Z? No. Ooh, Husk guy.
Take him.
How about with that heart? Heart curve? No. Brasky guy, Brasky pants, Brasky man. Bet nobody's.
Nope.
Somebody's got that. You know what? I need to go write some more, and I'll be back. Oh, wait. Excuse me. How about Nebraska? Sorry, dude. Nebraska.
Good job.
Thanks. Hey, guys, we probably should head over.
Yeah, you're probably right. We gotta get Coach, though. Hey, Coach! Let's go, man. We gotta roll.
Lee! I guess we'll meet him over there.
Yeah.
Do you know game day? Go to collegegameday.com to find out. ESPN College Game Day, built by the Home Depot, Saturdays at 10 a.m.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
The chase for the Nextel Cup Series championship is on ABC.
Sometimes the way out.
This is everything to me.
Is the way in.
Boxing is my life, is what I love.
On an all-new season of The Contender, the road will travel through 16 dreams.
I really can't be stopped.
10 weeks.
This is pretty much make it or break it. Every round counts.
One shot.
I'll do whatever it takes. I'm not planning on losing.
The Contender. An all-new season begins Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on ESPN.
Showtime! Caveman premieres Tuesday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Back in Eugene, 17-17's our score as California now will face a 3rd down and 7 from the Oregon 47-yard line.
Nate Longshore's got to be thinking Deshaun Jackson or his tight end Craig Stevens. They've been the hot hands, and if you run, Forset's right behind them. Actually, Forset's not.
Oregon blitzes. Time to throw across the middle, complete. Lavelle Hawkins, first down, California at the 35-yard line.
You know, there's a guy, Lavelle Hawkins, all-conference receiver, 46 catches last year, track speed. He benefits from the double coverage on Jackson. And if you look at Hawkins slow getting up, he's been banged up. Double coverage on Jackson. Come back underneath. There's Hawkins. But Hawkins gets up limping, and he's holding that right leg.
Really an outstanding block by the center, Alex Mack, on the blitzing Kwame Ajiman. Gave Longshore that instant he needed to find Hawkins over the middle.
Can't see anything on the way he went down, but immediately grabbed that right leg. Great call by Jeff Tedford and a look by Longshore. Break tendencies, get away from Jackson and Stevens. Your defender, you're thinking Jackson and Stevens all the way, and they come back with Hawkins underneath.
So Jackson and Jordan are at the top of the screen. Stevens, the tight end, at the bottom of the screen. Here's Forsett right up the middle. Cuts back and picks up a couple.
This is basically just a pro-style offense that mixes runs and passes evenly. And it puts up points quickly most days, but they've had to work for these 17 this afternoon.
It's been a well-played ball game by both teams' defenses. Very clean ball game. These teams very familiar with each other. Both teams recruit a lot of the same areas of the state of California. 2nd and 6. Forsett the tailback. Longshore, 3-step drop. He's got Jackson wide open again, and Jackson down the sideline. Jackson, touchdown, California.
Deshaun Jackson just put himself back into the Heisman race. 10 catches. And this is special. Drive them off, get out, now make the catch. Now watch the little stutter step here, an explosion down that sideline. Never stepped out and high steps into the end zone. He is special.
Here's Jordan Kay. And California now has 24 points. Time now to check in with Matt Weiner. How'd you like that one, Matt?
Pretty good, Dan. The Sports Center Minute, powered by Vizio. How do you like this one? Colorado beat Oklahoma today. They overcame a 17-point deficit in the third quarter, scored the game's final 20 points, including that Kevin Everhart 45-yard field goal. The Mets finally win today. They fought with the Florida Marlins. John Maine, one hit through 7 2/3. They're within a half game of the division-leading Phillies, who, by the way, are trailing the Washington Nationals. That game now 4-1 in the 7th.
You've got to love it. The Nationals are determining who wins the National East. They just swept the Mets this past week. Now they're having a heck of a time with the Phillies.
Now California has the lead for the first time. Oski's fired up about that. He's got to be fired up about the performance by Deshaun Jackson. 25-yarder in the third quarter, and then comes back with that 31-yard bit of magic. Jarris Bird is nowhere near him as he stepped down that sideline.
And he now has 45 plays in his career of 20 yards or longer. That is a big play guy.
3 touchdowns in the second half for California.
When you think of everything Jackson does, you kind of think of Ted Ginn, don't you? Same type of player.
I think he's better than Ted Ginn, actually.
Oh, I think he's better, but it reminds you of that kind of all-everything guy.
The Oregon receivers come together. California's got it. Crenshaw and Thurman ran together, or rather Derek Jones. And number 14 for California on that ball. First turnover of the game. That is Javid Best wearing number 14, because you can't have 2 guys on the same team at one time on the field. He takes 14 when Thomas Deku takes number 4, but this is inexcusable at home on the Oregon Ducks.
It looked like Crenshaw was calling for it, and both guys just collided, but you're right, playing at home. Now the floodgates are about to open with California.
First turnover of the game sets up California in great field position. Longshore going deep to the end zone. Overthrows Deshaun Jackson, and Jackson was open one more time. Todd Harris.
Dan, it's a little bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing there. When they go to the kickoff, the equipment manager holds up a number 14 jersey. Javid Best goes over and picks it up. Now, as you pointed out, you can't have 2 number 4s in the team at the same time, but they use Javid Best because he is the fastest guy in the team. This is a guy who runs a 10-3-100 high school champion in the 100-meter dash, and they say he is the best gunner on the team.
Well, Best should be the best, Todd. Thank you. 2nd and 10 for Cal. Forsett, the tailback. That's Smith in motion. Here's Forsett right up the middle, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. A flag is down as well.
Boy, did Cal almost have another touchdown, because Jackson was open in the end zone and just overthrew him. Now you come back with this, and it's against Cal, so Oregon is dodging a bullet here. They may be able to get away from that mistake.
Holding, offense number 19. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 2nd down.
Look at this touchdown pass to Jackson. It's just barely overthrown. At least they're thinking touchdown. He was behind the secondary, and if Longshore just puts a little more air under that thing, it was a touchdown.
Longshore has thrown 39 passes today and has not been sacked once. That's a major problem if you're holding up a sign that says "Go Ducks."
Well, remember now, they were talking about Jeff Tedford said at halftime. He says he's not getting enough time. Well, they're answering the call here in the second half, and the line's giving it to him.
Fake to Forsett. Looking deep now to the sidelines and out of bounds. Double coverage that time on Deshaun Jackson.
He's had it all day.
That's a good idea if you're holding up a sign that says "Go Ducks."
He's had that double coverage all day with Chung and or Harper coming over the top from the safety spot, bracketing him. Take a look at the X Factor presented by City, and again, it's number 1, Deshaun Jackson. All day long, he's been giving them fits. 10 catches, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, a couple other times wide open and overthrown.
It'll be interesting to see the play selection for Tedford on 3rd down and 20. Do you just go for half of it and go for it on 4th down, or set up a field goal position? Let's find out. Longshore is down. First time Nick Reed's got him at the 40-yard line. He'd been sacked only 3 times this entire year, but Nick Reed comes in there and picks up his 4th sack of the season.
And more importantly, after having great field position, surely to get points, Cal's going to come away and have to punt it. This is Jackson again. Corner gives him up. Safety sitting over the top. And again, it's Chung, number 15.
And the middle linebacker, Bacon, back 20 yards to make sure he doesn't get down the middle. This is Andy L. Brown deep for Oregon at about the 12-yard line. As Larson rips this one, and it is going to be downed inside the 10. Beautifully by Zach Smith.
And another player down. 2 Cal guys collided.
That's number 7, but that's not Lavelle Hawkins. Robert Peel. We'll be back. 10:16 to go.
So, have you been on a lot of blind dates?
Well, this would make one.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too. What do you do?
I'm a vet.
I love animals.
Really? Where are you from?
Michigan, born and raised. Go Blue.
Go Buckeyes! Go Buckeyes!
Guy's a proven veteran and a big game pitcher. He says he tweaked his back and needs to go on the DL. He needs to go on the DL.
Oh, please, will you give me a break? The guy is a wuss. He pitches once every 5 days. He's in the worst division in baseball. He is a spoiled, pampered softy. Easy on the cuticles.
What makes them different makes them great. Mike and Mike in the morning.
This September, get ready for America's next great team. ESPN presents the FIFA Women's World Cup. Abby Wambach and Christine Lilly lead #1 ranked Team USA into China for a shot at glory. The time is now. The world is their stage. The 2007 FIFA Women's World Cup, September, live on ESPN and ESPN2.
Back at Autzen Stadium, where it's a bad day to be wearing number 7, Robert Peel is off with an ankle injury, it appears. Lavelle Hawkins also wears number 7. In fact, there are 17 double numbers on the Cal Golden Bears. So Dennis Dixon will take over at the 9-yard line, and he'll throw on 1st down. A lot of time to throw. Dumps it over the middle to Jonathan Stewart out to about the 11-yard line. Tackled by Warrell Williams as Cal just continues to play that zone, keeping everything contained in front of them.
How about this? Jonathan Stewart just 8 yards rushing this half. They pretty much abandoned the running game.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, Tim, because when you're playing zone, you're not loading up the box. There's only 7 men in the box for California on most downs. Pickup of 3. There's a quick pass outside. That's to a tight end, Matt Larkin. First catch of the season for Matt Larkin is good for an Oregon 1st down.
That's their play action look out of the shotgun and just slid him out quickly. Larkin got out of there in a hurry too, and Dixon just let him have the ball. Brings up first down, and as they watch that clock now with 9:37 to play, see if they get a little more sense of urgency.
22-yard line is where they'll snap it to Dixon. They'll throw quickly to Jason Williams. And playing way off Williams was the cornerback, Marcus Ezef. He was about 13 yards off when Jason caught that ball.
They changed the tempo of this. You mentioned it early in the second half. Then they kind of slid back in, and it was a very leisurely style they had. Now they seem to be picking it back up again.
Gain of 8 that time for Jason Williams. Jonathan Stewart in the backfield with Dixon. Here's the handoff to Stewart, breaks the tackle, gets across the 35-yard line. That's good enough for a first down for the Ducks. Anthony Felder with the tackle.
Had guys going everywhere. Had the receiver come by, fake to him, have a little cross buck out of the. Oregon now coming in. Watch this now. They have him in the backfield. They kind of slide off, everybody running into everybody, and Stewart with his biggest gain of the half.
And Lou could not make the tackle. Dixon with a lot of time to throw. He's got Colvin left side. Colvin cuts it back to the middle. Out to the midfield, Cameron Colvin. First down, Oregon, as Oregon's now protecting the quarterback and Dixon's finding his men.
Bob Gregory, the defensive coordinator, he's got to cheat his corners up, put a little more pressure on the receivers.
Keep your eye on the defensive line of Cal. They're all got their hands on their hips now as Oregon steps up the tempo. From the 49, Dixon to throw again. Down the middle, Jason Williams got it at the 30. Williams inside the 20. Sidquan Thompson and Chris Conte get him down there. Oh, when you have time to throw.
And so many weapons. One-on-one, they brought the corners up. Conte, the freshman, he runs right by him. Jason Williams, a good, strong release. You get him in the secondary. Boy, he's explosive. That ball was well thrown. You're right, Dixon now getting the time.
36 yards on that play. Here's Stewart. Stewart, not much that time as he crosses the 15-yard line. Dixon. You get big Jason Williams rolling. He's 240 pounds. I mean, he's tough to stop at the line of scrimmage.
Dixon saw something and ran over to the sidelines. He was talking to the coaches. I don't know what he saw, but now he's coming back out on the field. He's telling them, no huddle, let's go, get up to the line. Play clock hadn't even started yet, so there's no hurry.
Stewart got just 1 yard.
4 wide, spread them all the way across the field.
4-man rush for Cal. Time for Dixon. Time is running out. Now he's got Coleman. Doesn't seem he's going to run inside the 5-yard line. First down, Oregon. Felder get him out of bounds there, but he had Cameron Colvin alone in the end zone, but decided to take it himself.
Never did anybody come back toward him. Now he thinks he's got the corner. Hit. Boy, it looked bad when we saw it the first time, but he really didn't get hit that hard here when he was knocked out of bounds. The crowd thought he got drilled.
So it'll be first down and goal for the Ducks. Jeremiah Johnson's the tailback. Jonathan Stewart is in the slot at the top of the screen. Now they shift. Stewart in motion. Dixon to roll. Throw back to his tight end, Dixon. Dixon inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. Thomas Deku stopped him before he could get in the end zone along with Mika Kane.
Dan, we're seeing some great individual performances. Now they're going hurry up. They don't want Cal to get set. They know they've got him on their heels. Get back up to the line of scrimmage.
That'll be quarterback sneak by Dixon. No signal yet.
He's in the end zone.
They'll unpile, and they'll call it touchdown, Oregon. Finally, a call from the officials.
What a series by Dennis Dixon, throwing and running.
Now, the one thing they talk about with Chip Kelly, offense coordinator, is he always seemed to have the right answer. Last 2 drives have been letter perfect for Oregon, as have Cal's last couple of drives. Matt Evenson to try to tie it up. He does. We got a flag down. He's going to have to try this one again. Illegal motion against Oregon.
Indicated against the Ducks.
Straight ahead. Dixon broke the plane. I don't know what was taking so long in the call because he was a yard deep in the end zone. Obviously a touchdown once he got pushed in there. Great job by Jeff Schwartz.
Yeah, tight end Ed Dixon as well. So this will back up the extra point for Matt Evenson.
And it's a big extra point.
He's got it. Tie ball game. Fourth tie of the game. A 91-yard drive in 10 plays for Dennis Dixon, and the Ducks tied up with 7:06 to go in the ball game.